do this. So, what's going on with the illustrious, mysterious Yamaha Super Tenere 750? Well, as you can see in the picture, she's very, very naked at the moment. But that's not bad news, actually. We just completely dismantled her to clean the carbs, and on this bike, if you want to get to the carbs, basically almost everything needs to come off, all your fairings, seat, tank, before you can actually reach the carbs. So we took them out, gave them a good clean in an ultrasonic bath. They look much better now. And I also ordered a carb kit online, so we could replace all the little finicky things on the inside, all the needles, springs, O-rings. So that's all brand new now. And yeah, when we put it back, it's always a surprise what's gonna happen. But she's actually purring much, much better than before. Much better. There's no more stalling. She's very consistent. Also the idling RPM is much better now. She should be idling at like 1100, 1200 RPMs, and she was idling at anything above and below, and then after 40 seconds she would stall if you don't give it some throttle, and now she just stays at 1100 and doesn't stall, so it's just perfect. Tried balancing the carbs, but somehow the balancing tool didn't really take, or we did something wrong. I don't know, but we played it by ear, and she's sounding very, very good. So we are happy with that. And as you can say, I'm always saying we, but this is my bike. But I'm not the world's best mechanic, so I had some help from the world's best mechanic, or yeah, not maybe the world's best, but still a very, very good mechanic, at least many times better than me. So he knew basically what he was doing. Like if I had to have done this, it would have taken me a week or something at least. And yeah, now he did it in a day, less than a day. So Scott, if you're listening to this, thank you very much. Scott doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he does like to build bikes and work on bikes and race bikes. I think he is too busy doing all that to actually make YouTube videos. Maybe you should start a channel, but still, thank you very much. So what still needs to happen on this bike then before I can actually take it on the roads? Well, it does need new tires, because the tires that are on there, they're the Pirelli Rally STR, but they are as good as gone actually. You can hardly see the blocks. They look more like street tires. make a video riding her when she's finally in riding condition, so you all have something to look forward to. And yeah, that's the story on the current situation of the Yamaha XTZ 750 Super Tenere, the silver sinner. If you have any ideas or things you think I should do with this bike, just yeah, write it in the comments. Maybe you say, oh, you should also do this or that, and I'll look into it. Because mechanically she is sound, so that should all be okay. Yeah, don't tell me to change the oil and do this or that, which is part of the regular service, because that is all being taken care of. Yeah, being taken care of. So, but yeah, if you have any tips or whatever, just write it in the comments, and I'll give it a look-see. For the rest, can still go to the Left Hand Customs website, lefthandcustoms.com. Check it out. Support me a little bit. Check out the sales category. There's a lot of stuff in there too if you only want to support me a very little bit. But that's completely up to you.